Untitled Podcast Network.
What is up, everybody? Thank you for checking out the Glass Clown podcast. I'm your host, Patrick Christopher. Thank you very much for listening. I do appreciate it. Just got one show to announce on July 9th. I will be at the Alamo Biscuit. That's with Clifton Simmons, Chandra Murthy, myself, and Dallas Van. So that's going to be July 9th at Alamo Biscuit. Tickets will be through Eventbrite, and you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at your homie Pat to get more information about tickets. So that's the next show that I got coming up, July 9th, Friday, July 9th, 8 p.m. at Alamo Biscuit in San Antonio, Texas. Again, anything else you can find on babacocore.com. That's any information on me or any information about the podcast, babacocore.com, or just Twitter and Instagram at your homie Pat. I like to keep those updated with show announcements. So yeah. Also, if you could like and subscribe on whichever platform that you use to listen to the podcast, that would be great. We're on Spotify, iTunes, and also our YouTube page, the Babaco Core YouTube page. If you could like and subscribe on that as well, that's going to help out the platform, help out the podcast, and just help me get the word out about the episodes that I'm putting out there. I do appreciate that. If you would like to contact me with questions, concerns, ideas, or if you would like to share anything on the Glass Clown podcast, you can go ahead and reach out to me at yourhomiepat@gmail.com. Whether it's something you want me to share on the podcast, or if something you just want to share with me, you could always reach out to me for anything at yourhomiepat@gmail.com. Today's guest is Jacob Flores. He's a young comic, but he's hustling. He's getting out there. He's booking shows. So it was cool to sit down with him. We talked about music and comedy, and then we get into the questions at the end about the fears, the anxieties, and the moments of self-loathing that we go through. And you can find him on Instagram at Jakey5_. I'll put that information in the show notes as well. Let's get into this conversation with my guest, Jacob Flores. Welcome, man.
Thank you.
Welcome to the podcast. How
Thank
you doing?
you so much. Thank you for having me here, man.
Yeah, thanks for coming out. Now, when I announced the podcast, you were like a big supporter of it. So I was like, oh, cool. I want to sit down with this guy. Before we get started, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. You have anything coming up?
You can find me on Instagram at Jakey5_, I think.
Jakey5?
Jakey5_. I was like number 5 in high school. I'm a has-been, basically. I'm like, oh, glory days. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, Jakey5_ at Instagram. You can also follow me on Twitter for all the spicy hot takes at JF93_, and add me on Snapchat at JakeMamba1, RIP Kobe Bryant.
Yeah. Yeah, man. You make it so hard for people to find you. Jakey5, what's the
3
5?
different names. I'm trying to be not findable.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't really used to fuck with social media a whole lot. And then I realized, like, oh man, I'm probably gonna be like gonna need a big following if I'm gonna like be a comedian or something. So like I deleted everybody, and then I was like, oh, I need to build it again. So it's like I'm just trying to rebuild it and remake it.
Why'd you delete everybody? What, like, were you a completely different person? Is Jacob Flores even your real name?
I don't know. Yes, I think so. I don't know. I have to ask my mother.
Yeah.
That's what my ID says.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Wow.
Oh, really quick. I forgot. I have a show on July 4th. I don't know when this is coming out, but
what's next Monday?
July 4th, baby.
What's the next Monday?
I don't know. Wrong person.
No, I think you'll have time.
Ball Hogs. July 4th. It's going to be fireworks. It's going to be great.
July 4th.
Yeah, there's gonna be fireworks. There's gonna be BYOB supposedly.
There's a place called Ball Hogs.
Yeah, Ball Hogs Barbecue, San Antonio, Texas. Shout
Ball
out.
Hogs Barbecue.
July
That sounds not appetizing, but good luck with the show and all that stuff. So it's a food truck.
No, it's a barbecue joint, I think.
Oh, it's a legit place?
I've never fucking been there, but yeah, it's a legit place. So shout out them.
Well, that's cool, man. Is that your first show?
No, I've been lucky enough to be like on a few shows. I just started doing comedy like this year. Like I remember I started in January and February, but I kept a note of my mics. I only did like 3 mics in January and then only 3 mics like in February. And then March, it was like 20 something. It was like, that's when it started being more consistent.
Yeah.
So
did you do the Zoom mics?
No, I didn't do any
comedy?
Zoom mics. Never. I don't know why that didn't pique my interest, but yeah, I've been lucky enough to be on like some shows. Some people like me, think I'm funny. I don't know, so I've been a part of a few shows. Yeah, it's fun.
You don't think you're funny?
No, I think I'm funny, but I know like I'm just like starting out. I'm also like hard on myself too.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know what I'm doing right now, but I think I know what I'm doing, you know, so I'm doing with what I get laughs with and hopefully, keep going from there.
And so, but what made you want to start doing stand-up?
Just wanted people to like me.
Yeah.
I want attention. I got issues. Yeah, like.
Are you the only child?
No, I'm a middle child.
Middle child.
Middle child. I have a younger sister. She's 18, and then I have an older half. I have a younger half sister. She's 18, and I have an older half brother. He's like 35, I think. Yeah. And I'm the middle child. And I know I never wanted a real fucking job too. Like
nobody wants a real job.
I've done so many fucking jobs, and it's just like this is fucking stupid. Like I don't want to be here. I worked at Subway for 45 minutes once because like
45 minutes.
Yeah, I was like in high school. It was like a high school co-op thing, and you're supposed to get a job. You're off like half the day. You go work. Cool. Shit like that. And my aunt. Not even my aunt. She was like my cousin of my aunt or something. I don't know. On my mom's side, got me the job, right? And on my first day, like 45 minutes passed. I thought I was going to be in the front, Pat. They're disrespectful as fuck. They put me in the back. I thought I was going to be making sandwiches, talking to the people.
The back is where you want to be, man.
No,
you don't want to be a sandwich
this guy.
artist.
I wanted to be seen, And
I worked at Subway. I worked at 3 different Subways for a long time, more than 45 minutes for sure.
Yeah.
I was an artiste. But when they put me in the back, I was like, this is where I want to be.
They put me on slicer duty. I was slicing shit you shouldn't slice just to see if it sliced. It sliced. It's fucking sharp.
Yeah.
And I get a text message from my friends. They're like, hey, we're going to go play basketball. I was like, bet, on the way. And like, it took off the hat and everything. I was just, sorry, I can't do this. Like, I like, even like, since from like, just being
45
super young.
minutes.
Just being super young. I was just like, oh, I can't do it.
How old were you? What, like 16? That was your first job?
No, like 17 or like 18, I think. Whatever. Yeah, I think 18 or 17 because you have to be a senior in high school to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then I've just been everything from anything you can think of. I've done it, and it's just like don't want a career in that. Don't want to do this forever.
Yeah.
I want to do something like with music, sports, or like comedy.
Yeah.
I would say those are the 3 things I would love to do.
What do you do in music?
Along the lines professionally. When I was like younger, like in middle school and high school, I picked up like the bass guitar and drums. And like we had a show and tell day, like in middle school, it was like the last day of middle school. I brought like my bass guitar and I played along to like Motley Crue.
Really?
Livewire. I had no idea what I was doing, but I was just like strumming along to it. And I think I wanted to be a rock star when I was a kid. That was my first love, was rock. I was going to talk to you about this because you listen to rock music, right? You love rock music?
Yeah, I used to be in bands for 2 decades.
There you fucking go. See, I didn't even know that. That's real dope shit. What did you play?
Drums.
Drums?
Yeah.
Oh, man, yeah, dude.
Now, let me ask you this. I got offended the last time. I didn't get offended, but
I'm sorry.
Bobby Smith was like, man, drums are the easiest, right? And I was like, hell no. And then I was like, I guess. Like they're easier of the group, but none of them are easy.
No, not at all. No, I would say like bass would be the easiest because it's like 4 strings. You don't got to play chords if you don't really have to. You can get away with just playing notes and strings.
Yeah.
Six string guitar, like I fucking hate people who can do that. I'm so jealous. Like my fingers are too big and long. I can't play a chord. I can't do it. I don't want to do it.
It's very impressive, but I'm just like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
The whole fingering.
Yeah, one night I like was playing a guitar, like a friend let me borrow it, and I was like, I'm gonna lock myself in this room all night and not come out like Eddie Van Halen until my fingers are bleeding, the next night and be amazing. But nah. 45 minutes. It passed.
You just like, all right, if I don't love it in 45 minutes,
45
I'm just
minutes
gonna
or
give
less,
it up.
baby.
That's a good. No, it's a horrible motto, but it could be your motto. That could be your whole
motto.
thing. You're like, if I don't like it,
I don't want it to be though. That is hilarious. Like I don't know. I was such a piece of shit at one point. Like I was talking to so many girls at once. So I was like, man, I'm such a piece of shit. I should start a cult or like a religion.
Yeah.
I thought that was a funny joke.
That is pretty good.
No, but rock music. What'd you play? Like 20 years in bands? Jesus, how old are you?
No, I said 2 decades. Well, I guess it is
that's
20
years. That's 20 years. It's been a long day. We don't have to get into it. It's okay.
So stupid.
You're beautiful, however old you are.
But no, I played drums in marching band. Did you do marching band?
No, I played the flute for one day, son.
45 minutes. 45 minutes.
This was shorter. I had to blow. It was a lot shorter.
Yeah.
I didn't know shit about band or music. First day of 6th grade, walk into like band tryouts. I was the last one late, so all there was left was flute. I didn't know shit. I didn't know shit about flute. I didn't know only girls played flute, and I played flute. Jethro Tull, get the fuck out of here. Other than that, no. Only girls play flute, right? So I blew on the little fucking recorder. He's like, "You're really good at that." I was like, "Oh, thank you."
Yeah.
And like I showed up the next day. And I realized like it was like all girls. I was like, cool. But then I started getting made fun of. I was like, not cool. So I quit and went to art. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So were you trying to put bands together? Were you trying to do the rock star thing? Or you just like...
I played in a band once at a bar with these old guys that needed a bass guitarist. I was so terrible. I don't know why they let me play with them. They really needed someone.
Like cover songs?
Yeah, we were playing like Tennessee Whiskey. We were playing like Tom Petty. And I couldn't read music, so he wrote out tabs for me in a specific way that I could read it, and I was like, oh, it's really cool.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it wasn't every exact note, but he's like, this is the tone, this is the string you need to be on playing.
Yeah.
Fucking don't fuck up, So
tabs are so hard, dude. Like,
it is.
It looks so bizarre to me. It's like alien writing or something.
It's hieroglyphics.
Yeah, and people just read sight read that stuff.
Language.
I was like, what are you talking about? Tabs are ridiculous.
Couldn't get it. I feel that way about like cars too. Like people who understand cars. How do you know that?
Oh yeah.
It's just another language. Yeah.
But I figured like how you're like, oh, he wrote it in a way that I could understand it. I just see him like writing like different like fingers, like he's just drawing different fingers out there, like
coloring book. It's a coloring book, basically. But yeah, I played in a band once with them.
45 minutes.
Yeah, 45 minutes, and then I'm.
So you never had the like you didn't like, oh, I want to do this forever every day.
Of course I did, but I just didn't. I guess I didn't pursue it. I've been wanting to buy this fucking beautiful Thunderbird shaped bass guitar. Mm-hmm. Those are my just fucking favorite. That body style.
You're a huge Motley Crue fan, huh?
I got a Motley
Nikki
Crue
Sixx
tattoo on my left calf right now, which is probably the most white trash thing I've ever done.
That when you said that at a mic. I think you were talking to Scott Ramos about it. You were
Shout out.
Yeah, I have a Motley Crue tattoo, and I was like, I would never have thought in my whole life that you would have a Motley Crue tattoo.
Yeah, man.
That's pretty good, man.
Being racially ambiguous, you never would have thought a lot of things about me.
Yeah.
Like I'm a huge music nerd. Rock and roll is my first love. Like I dressed like Nikki Sixx. I wanted to be Nikki Sixx as a kid in middle school. Like I would spike my hair up in the back. Uh-huh. My hair was like actually super long. It was like in my eyes. People thought I wore eyeliner. It was a whole thing.
But there's so many like generations ahead of you. Like they came out like in the 70s, 80s.
Like 50,
you were born in the
60
90s.
Ago. Yeah.
How are you like, I want to be like Nikki Sixx? And how do people take that when you dress like Nikki Sixx?
Dude, like I remember being a kid and it had to be like my uncle that like would introduce me to rock and roll music because I would go over to his house and he'd have these Kiss posters on his wall. Okay. And I never knew what it was, but I just knew like these people were on the wall. They had makeup. They were playing instruments. There was fireworks and fire in the background. I was like, oh, that looks fucking gnarly. That looks so cool. And
Kiss as a band overrated. Kiss as a concert very very good.
Yes. Say what you want about their music, but literally,
Yeah.
probably the greatest show on
Music,
earth. Music
garbage.
wise. Hey man,
But their concert, I would go to the live show every opportunity I could get.
That's your first strike with Kiss. I allow 3 strikes for Kiss slander, and I'm done with you. But no, I'm a huge Kiss fan, dude. So yeah, I love Kiss. Try not to be offended. I'm recomposed.
I apologize. I've
I'm just kidding.
never admitted that, but I just put it on wax. So
No, I'm just
yeah. No, I mean they're great salespeople. They put their name on everything.
No, yeah, marketing,
Marketing,
Gene Simmons, the whole thing, yeah,
100%.
amazing. Condoms, coffins, you name it.
Music though.
The music, if you want it, listen to She and Watching You off Kiss Alive. Because there are solos on those songs and they just fucking rock your face off.
Yeah, that's
Listen
their
to She
live.
and Watching You.
That's
Yeah,
their
I know,
live
but they
show.
fucking jam. They have a
Studio
lot of
albums.
bullshit. They do have a lot of
Studio albums.
They have a lot of bullshit studio albums. They
That's
fucking
what I'm
do.
saying.
They do. They're absolute garbage in studio
That's where the
albums,
argument
but
is.
they're legit on a few good songs. Really good fucking rock
yeah,
songs.
it's a great concert.
Yeah.
Live is great, but the studio albums garbage.
What's your favorite concert you've ever been to? Really quick.
Favorite concert was Tool at the Gorge in Washington.
You look like you really fucking love Tool. And Incubus.
Wow.
You fucking Incubus?
No.
You don't like Incubus?
No,
at all?
my wife loves Incubus, and I'm just
You look like your wife likes Incubus.
Yes, for sure. For sure. It's so, and I'll go back to the concert, but it bugs me so much that my wife knows lyrics to songs that I hate. But I like that she knows these songs because they're the rock songs, you know.
Yeah.
She likes Pink and Lord and all this stuff. But if we're listening to the radio, and she'll sing along, I was like, it's cool that you know this, but this song sucks.
But I also hate it. No, I'm a music snob too. I'm like,
Yeah.
you don't like the music I like, you're trash. You don't know shit.
No, I'm
about
used
music.
to people not knowing the music that I like. But so Tool,
Yeah.
and I'll never go to a Tool show again because it's boring now.
Ah.
But
It sounds like it was gnarly here. Like, I'm never going
naughty.
again.
It was at the Gorge, which is just an outside amphitheater, and the stage is right at the cliff of a gorge.
Holy
So
shit.
it's just it's
sorry.
a huge drop off and all that stuff. I had just moved to Seattle. I met people off of Craigslist, banned people off of Craigslist. Craigslist works.
So scary.
I'm a huge fan of Craigslist. No, it could have been. It could have been.
Yeah.
We're talking about starting a band together. Never met before, but we're like, okay, let's take a 3-hour road trip
Together.
George Washington to the Gorge to go see Tool. And I was like,
Likes the same music, they must be cool.
I'm on board. It was a good road trip. We were just talking music, all this stuff.
Yeah.
Get there, I get high, which is out of my character. Not out of my character. It's just something that I don't do.
I was wondering
on the norm. And then ISIS opens up. I've never seen ISIS before.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah, you know of ISIS?
No.
Dude.
I thought you were making a joke.
No. It's a band called ISIS. It's Aaron Turner. He's from Old Man Gloom, and he's in Sumac now, and he does all this stuff.
Thought you were going to be like, oh, there was a lot of pyrotechnics involved.
No, nothing at all. It was just, it could have been the smoke. It could have been, it's Washington weed.
Yeah.
Maybe it's powerful. And we were just sitting on the lawn in the back, just watching the show, and ISIS was just fucking ripping, dude. Ripping. And a lot of the bands that I've liked, that I come to love, have been opening bands for bands that I already knew.
Yeah, just got turned on to them because you loved them. Yeah.
Found Clutch because they opened up for Pantera, and now I'm a huge Clutch fan.
R.I.P. Dimebag and Vinny.
Yeah. But saw ISIS, was blown away, and then Tool put on, and Tool. It's a beautiful starry night. Tool's doing their thing. It's all the screen and stuff. And I was like, this is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Saw Tool again 2 days, two years later, and I was like, this sucks.
Oh,
dude.
that big of a drop off after 2 years?
That big.
Wow.
Because Maynard just sits in the corner and he just stays there. He'll do his little kicks there, but he doesn't do anything on the stage. I like to see a show. Everybody is just standing still, doing their thing.
5 times undefeated. How old are they?
Man, I don't know, man.
Because that was the same thing like with Motley Crue. Like I loved Motley Crue. One of my favorite concerts was actually Kiss and Motley Crue. They were on the
Yeah.
same bill, and they were in San Antonio actually.
Yeah.
A few years ago, and that was a show. And then I think that was my first time seeing Motley Crue, and I was a big music buff, so I'm like, of course they're not going to be running around on stage. They're getting old.
Yeah.
Mick Mars has got his spine all fucked up. He
Yeah,
can't
dude.
move.
He could barely hold his guitar.
So like I knew like it wasn't going to be a great show. They weren't going to be running back and forth, but still just to experience it and like the musical aspect of that. I didn't even think Tool was that like old to where they wouldn't run around on stage, or I had no idea what their
I
stage
think
presence was like.
that's just their aesthetic now. Like,
Yeah,
it's
I've never
like we're
been to a
just
show.
people are just here for the music. They know everybody's on drugs.
Dude, so fucking
They're
great.
like, let's just give them a light show.
Such a good song. Like H really goes hard. That's a good like in the gym like workout on the treadmill, or like just listening to some really good Tool. They got so many jams.
Yeah.
Long jams, like the long songs too, because
Yeah.
everyone's got like the 2-3 minute songs, but they are like kind of like, we're going to give you 8 minutes, 7 minutes, 9 minutes
Yeah.
of like just, you got
It's
to
such talent.
really
Like,
enjoy it.
Nobody think like everybody loves Tool, but they don't understand what goes into the music that they're making.
Yeah, they're masters. Like I love instrumentals. Like Metallica's got this 8-minute instrumental. It's just so fucking beautiful. Takes you on a ride. It's
Every time I have a little respect for you, say something like that. Metallica.
yes, that's how heavy I would get though.
Instrumental.
That's how heavy like I get though. Like Anthrax,
Okay.
Metallica, Sabbath. That's how heavy I get. I don't get like super heavy.
I like the story of Metallica. I don't like their movies that they put out. Like, you ever see that movie?
Oh yeah,
where
those
they
are
were-
great. The
they were in
documentaries.
therapy?
Yeah.
That was fucking great.
Yeah.
That was the making of
Some kind of monster.
Some kind of monster.
Some kind
yeah.
of monster. Yeah.
That was great.
That's
But their
fucking
music, I can't stand.
You don't like their music at all?
The Black Album, like
The Black
everything
Album.
before the Black
Classic.
Album, Kill Them All, Master
Kill Them
of
All,
Puppets,
and
all
Justice
the
for
old
All.
stuff.
Yeah,
Justice for All.
and Justice for All. Is
All
so
the old
fucking
stuff is
good.
great, but some
Kill 'em
bands
all.
need to know when to
Come on,
stop.
it's great. I loved their evolution. That's honestly one band that I've enjoyed the entire evolution of it. The beginning, the middle, the end.
And maybe because I'm a drummer and Lars Ulrich is the worst. He is the worst.
He's a controversial character for sure.
Yeah.
I like him.
But yeah, that's cool, man. So how come you never pursued the music?
I'm going to, man. I'm going to be a part of like a Green Day cover band like tomorrow. I'll figure it out. I don't know.
Green Day, huh?
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm all over the spectrum.
Yeah.
Brother. With the musical horizons are very broadened. I think that's very beautiful.
Green Day's not bad. I'm
Yeah.
not against it. But like, if somebody said you have to start a cover band tomorrow, I would not say Green Day.
Huge Green Day fan.
Huge Green Day fan. Huh?
Yeah.
That's interesting, man. So were you in sports in high school?
Yeah.
Is that what the Jakey number 5 is?
Yeah. Big sports guy. Like I said, sports, music, comedy.
Like
Basketball,
was your thing?
football, baseball. I was terrible at. I quit baseball eventually.
After 45 minutes.
Yeah. 9 innings. Yeah, dude. So I couldn't hit a ball to save my life, and it pissed me off, and it sucked. So, yeah. Track.
Baseball was my favorite. Track.
Yeah. Track, baseball, basketball. Yeah.
Yeah, baseball was my favorite because you could be fat and good.
Shot put.
That was my thing.
Discus, baby.
Yeah. This guy throws far. I was like,
High jump. Yeah.
I'm fucking fat.
I'm fucking strong.
Cool, man. So, Glass Clown Podcast, what we do, I ask you 3 questions, and we kind of dive into that. I want to know how you deal with some of these things. As a comic, even though you're a new comic, you're still a comic. You're of that life. You're about that
Thank
life.
you.
You've been doing it
my
longer than
goodness.
45 minutes. Well, no, have you done 45 minutes yet?
I haven't done 45 minutes.
Oh, shit. The clock's still ticking.
Absolutely not. I haven't done 45 minutes. That's terrifying to think of.
Accumulatively, 45 minutes.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
so we'll get into it. First question is, and I warned you about the movie, right? I told you about the movie?
Yeah, you gave me a heads up.
Okay.
I was thinking like to prepare for it and think about it. Then I was overthinking it. So I was like,
Let's get
let's see
into it,
what my
man.
mood is like. I'll answer it based on my mood.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Let's get into it. And honestly, yeah, before you get into it,
Yeah.
when you first started this podcast, I thought it was super cool of you to like, shed light on like mental health. Because we're all fucking human, dude. Like, we're all human. We all have emotions, whether people show them or not, or keep them. Like, you feel shit.
Yeah.
Some people don't. Maybe they don't. But like, fuck. Like, you all like everybody has emotions. Everybody feels shit. Everybody deals with shit, good, bad. Like, So I think it's super dope, especially to like in the comedy community do that and have a podcast and do that. So I really respect what you're doing, man.
Yeah, because
thanks for having on. Thanks for having me on.
No,
Like,
thanks for coming on
really
for sure.
cool.
You've been a big supporter since the beginning. But yeah, like not only do we as comics or open mic comics, however you want to approach it, whatever, we feel this a certain way. Like anybody that produces stuff, anybody that creates stuff, we want the validation because something's not right in our world.
Yeah.
We do this stuff because we're trying to fix something.
Fill a void.
We're trying to fill a void, and maybe we joke about stuff too much. There's a lot of people that go on stage and talk about therapy. I do that. There's a lot of people that go on stage and talk about, killing yourself.
Yeah.
Because when you say stuff out loud, it takes the pain, it takes the sting out of it, So although the listener might not like, oh, I don't like that he's talking about that. I don't like that she's talking about this. I don't like that they mentioned this. We're doing it not only to get a response out of the audience, but we're doing it to like relieve ourselves of these feelings that are torturing us, maybe, but are something that is that we're trying to deal with, and we're trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted to do this, especially with comics. But I want to branch out, do a lot of different artists, musicians, painters, writers, stuff like that. But comics mostly because that's the circle I run in.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully people are digging it, and hopefully it has a positive impact on people, guests and listeners. So yeah, the first question is, what are you afraid of?
Water. I can't swim, son.
Really?
I can't swim. I've had so many near-death drowning experiences to not even want to try to learn.
Where was the near-death drowning experience?
Dude, I think the first time it happened, I was like a very young kid. I was like 10 or 12 or something, 13 maybe. Probably way younger than that, actually. Probably like 7, 8, 10. I was excited because we were like going to the beach or some shit, and there was going to be a pool. And I was like, I'm so excited there's a pool. I don't even know how to fucking swim. The next morning we get there at night. The next morning I go and dive in. Not knowing how to swim. I go to the top naturally. I rise up.
Yeah.
And then I start going back down. I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm like, what's happening?
How deep was the pool?
Like 10 feet.
10 feet?
Yeah. And like,
That's
I
like
realized.
an Olympic-sized pool or something like that.
I realized that I was like, damn, I have to go to the bottom, push myself back up, hopefully rocket myself back up to the surface, hopefully catch another breath of air, and then just keep jumping till I reach to a ledge or something.
Yeah.
And I did that, and I held the ledge, and I was just there, just crying. I was sad. I was like, damn, why did I do that? But I was such a little kid. I was like, oh, this is gonna come natural.
Yeah.
And then like a few years later, like I fucking was just terrified of like pool parties, friends growing up, cousins and everything. I never wanted to get in the pool. And then like it wasn't until I got a little bit older, like a fucking teenager or something, I'm like, I have a bigger body now. Maybe I can be more athletic and swim and get it down right.
Yeah.
So I'd go to the river with some family, friends, and I'd jump in the river. My plan is like, it's a raging river. Yeah. It's a raging river.
Yeah. In the river, that's different. People drown in the river.
Yeah, so I was like, I got this one.
So to
not
go from like
from
like not knowing how to swim in a pool, you're like, let's do this in the fucking
level
river.
The fuck up, baby.
That's intense.
Go hard or go home.
Like tubing? You're doing tubing stuff? You're just in the water.
This is just a river. We're camping. We're grilling because it's like we're on the slopey hill. Yeah. We're just chilling. There's music. Everyone's having fun. Barbecue, picnic, all that good shit. But people are in the water. There's this area where like you can just chill in the water, and then there's like the dangerous area where like people are jumping off the. People were doing it, so I was like, I'm gonna be safe. I'm watching them do it.
Not everybody's afraid of water.
I'm gonna do what they're doing. I'm gonna do what they're doing, and I'm gonna catch this rock. I try to catch the rock. I miss the rock. my friend saw me that I was missing the rock, and like he races, and like he sticks his hand out, and at the last second, like Pat, I swear to God, I'm going underwater. Like I've gone underwater. I just reach my hand out, and he like grabs it.
Dude,
So fucking scary. Like I'm so traumatized over that experience. Like for so long, still am.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh my God, if you wouldn't have grabbed me, you know?
Yeah.
And then after that, I gave it another try at like New Braunfels, and it was a 6 foot deep river, water, lazy river area. 6 feet. I couldn't do it. The fucking I was panicking. The lifeguard thought like I was fucking with her. I was like, no, fucking save me.
Yes,
God
dude.
damn it. They threw me the flotation device. I got out. Like, it was embarrassing. I had to walk all the way around back to like my car or something. Like, it was like 6 feet of water. I couldn't do it, bro. I'm 6'1", 6'2" on a good day.
6'2" on a
I
good
couldn't
day.
fucking do it. I couldn't do it. So like to this day, I'm like, fuck water. Like I don't need to ever put myself in a situation.
Why don't you learn how to at least doggy paddle or
That I can
something
do.
like
That I can do. I can doggy paddle. I can say like
That's really all you need, right?
if I no, but I mean
like you're not
if I'm ever in a situation where I got it, because I have a son, he's 2 years old. That's what I fear. Like I fear water, and I fear like me and him ever being in a situation where there's water. I gotta go fucking save him or some shit. If I ever gotta like save somebody, something, I don't know, future wife or wives, I gotta just go, which one do I pick? What's one gonna give me a better future?
That's so
Exactly.
That's so crazy.
Dude.
I think I almost drowned in Splash Town.
So that's what I fear. Water.
And in the fucking, what is it? The slam pool or the
Yeah,
wave pool?
yeah. And then going to those too as a kid was like scary because I was like, "Fuck." And then there was field trips at school as a kid, and everyone's in the water. I'm not. So just fear of not being able to like teach my son how to swim or save him or anything. I don't know, man.
Why did you not learn how to swim?
The Earth is 70% water, and I'm avoiding it. Just because I was out of fear, basically just out of fear, because I'm just so crippled to death about even getting into water and trying to I'm scared I'll have a panic attack if I'm in some water. I'm gonna freak out. I'm not gonna do it. Obviously, I'll be okay. I'll probably learn how to swim. I'm sure it's not that hard. People do it all the time, but it's just like that fear of just not getting over it. I'm just like, no water.
I mean, did you know about, have you known anybody that drowned before, or did you see something on TV that
What
made
really
you
fucked me
afraid
up
of
was
it?
dry drowning. I found out that you could dry drown at one point. Like even if you get in some water that
I've
you
heard
can
that before,
swim
but
in,
what is that?
you can
Dry
consume water, like a little bit of water, and it could still fuck you up like an hour later. It can just get in your fucking lungs somehow or some shit. I don't know, but that was a mind fuck as a kid too. I was like, damn, you can even dry drown, son. I can die after I get out. I was like, what? That's insane. So
I heard that before because there was some radio station that was doing who could drink the most water, the most jugs of water.
Oh, that too. Fuck
and the lady that did it wound up dry. That's what they called it, dry drowning. She drowned herself from drinking too much water.
Yeah.
But you have to drink a lot of water.
No, a lot.
To drown yourself. It's not like just, oops, I'm dying. Oops, I got it in my mouth. Uh-oh, I'm drowning.
No, dude. Yeah, that's scary too. But yeah, no one ever died or nothing.
Not
I don't
that
know.
you know.
I'm not that I know. Yeah. So I just didn't want to learn. Didn't want to do it.
Dang, man. So what are you gonna do when your kid wants to go to the water park?
Fuck. Can you still take babies to fire stations and shit? Is that still a thing? Can you still drop babies off at fire stations? At what age?
I love him, but he wants to swim.
Dude, I'm going to disappoint him. I can't handle that. I disappoint everybody else. It's like, I can't disappoint him.
Just stay out of large
That's what I'm
rivers.
saying. I'm like,
but you gotta do a pool. You cannot not do pools.
No. I love pools. I love swimming in 4-foot pools.
Oh
all
yeah,
the time.
you ever been on a boat?
No, fuck that. No, I'm never
You
gonna
wouldn't
go.
do a
I saw
boat?
the Titanic, son. I'm not. There's too much
Titanic.
information. Nah, dude. There's Nah, I wouldn't do a cruise. Cruise sounds fuck. Cruise sounds fuck. Cruise. This is my first beer. Jesus Christ. A cruise sounds lame as fuck. Anyways, I don't know, man.
I don't know. Like, I thought that when
Then even after the COVID shit, when people were just stuck on cruises, that must have been a fucking nightmare.
No, I thought that same way when I was young. I was like, cruises, you're just stuck on a boat. But now that I'm getting older, I'm like, man, that would be nice, dude. Everything's there, buffet, you know? Like, everything's just right there.
Yeah.
I get it. I get why it's so popular. COVID, okay, whatever. I'm vaccinated. You know, so roll the dice, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. But I that's when I knew that I was getting older. I was like, because I went from fuck cruises to like, man, cruise would be nice. You know, that would be a nice vacation. You know?
There's a Kiss Carnival cruise.
Yeah.
I got to go on that.
It's on water.
Nah, I'll learn eventually. Like, because he is going to, like, my son is going to be like, yeah, let's go swimming. Like, okay.
Are you afraid of flying over water? Have you ever flown over water or
I've been on an airplane like twice
just over land?
over land.
Yeah.
Terrified of planes too.
I think this is an easy one. I think you just need to.
I just know what I need to
Learn
do. I just don't
You-
want to do it.
Yeah, I mean, everybody should be afraid of water. That's just a sign of respect.
It's scary too. You don't know what the fuck's in there.
Oh yeah, that's always a bad thing, especially when you go to the river. You know, like people piss and shit in there. I mean, I know I do.
Yeah. Snakes.
So learn how to swim, man. I think it's gonna be. I think that's the easy thing for you.
It's on my to-do list.
You should really do it. You know, before your son could ask for a swimming pool or something like
know.
that. You know, because he's gonna ask.
I can only be in like those little
can't let him
$10
down.
plastic pools with them for like maybe one more year. And then he's
Dry
gonna
drop.
want it.
Dry drop.
Yeah, man.
Cool, man. What's something that you're worried about?
What am I worried about?
Yeah, what gives you anxiety?
Oh my god. I'm worried about dying before I get things right
Whoa.
here, you know, especially with my son.
Get things right.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? Like, are you like in a religious sense, or do you
No,
get to-
like I'm not really religious at all. Just to get this whole life thing right, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to die and people are like, piece of shit, whatever. World's better
yeah.
without him. Like, you know, I want at least one person to be like, that guy was a good guy. You know, he made me laugh.
So
Or he was cool.
Your fear is that people would think that you're a piece of shit.
No, my fear is like of just dying like before getting like things right. Just life right. Like, and I don't want to die abruptly and like leave my son behind. Like, all right, son, well, fucking, you know, I'm going to be back later tonight and we're going to go to baseball practice or some shit. And then like I die in a car accident
Yeah.
abruptly or something. That's like my worst fear. It's like, I want to die with all my shit affairs in order. Like, you know, I don't want to die like,
Is that a new thing for you? Like since your son was born, like fear of dying?
yeah.
Because once you have kids, man, that whole like dying thing, it's like it becomes so much bigger because it's not just like you. I mean, you're leaving your kid behind. I mean, I don't want to like fucking shit on you, and stuff. But that's for sure one of the reasons why I'm happy I don't have kids because I could check out at any time, and it's fine. I mean, it's
not fine. Everybody text Patrick after you watch this.
But for sure, if I had kids, I would have that feeling like I'm never gonna sleep again because if I sleep, who knows if I'm gonna wake back up?
Exactly, dude. So that's the thing is like my dad died when I was 3 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
So I had a kid.
Was he older?
He was he was like 30-ish,
That's not old.
40-ish.
That's not old. Don't tell me that's old.
But I mean,
but like was it
older as into I mean, yeah. He was older than me. He was my dad.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I don't know. That just fucked me up. He died when I was 3. So now,
Damn,
like, you know, I
get that.
I don't know how to be a dad. Like, I had this baby because, like, I had revenge sex with my ex-girlfriend, like, a couple of years ago. Like, we broke up, not with her, but, like, we had broken up. And I was like, you know, fuck something. I'm mad. I'm gonna go show you. You know, yeah. Give me a fucking mattress. Give me a pillowcase. Give me something. And yeah,
maybe you do need to make a lot more things right. You're like, I'm gonna fuck something. I don't give a.
Need to apologize to my dog.
Yeah, revenge
No, I'm just
sex.
kidding.
I mean, like, yeah, you're sounding like a not good guy. I think you need. There's a lot you need to.
I know, dude. So
up.
that was the thing. Is like, then I just had a baby out of nowhere. So I'm like, like, how do I be a dad? Like, damn.
Yeah.
So now, now my fear is like dying without teaching him some shit, you know?
Oh, yeah.
A little bit. I need to teach him something, you know,
Yeah.
worthwhile to fucking set him up. Something good. Like, I don't know, man. That's my fear is like just dying and him not just being okay. Or like having the same problems I had growing up without a dad. You know what I mean? So I'm like, fuck. Because I always thought I was going to die young for some weird reason before I had a kid. But then after I had a kid, I was just like, damn, now I can't die. I can't fucking leave this guy.
Doesn't everybody have that feeling? I wonder if that's how I felt. I always felt I was gonna die early, and now then I'm like, I'm still fucking going. Every time I wake up and shit, I'm like, again. You know what I mean? Because I'm just like, dude, let's go, man. You know,
dude, I'm 27. So
You're
I was like
so
27
young.
club. I'm like, damn, maybe this is the year.
but you can't be 27 club. You haven't done nothing.
Nah, I know. I haven't
You're
even
not
pursued my
famous yet.
dreams in comedy or music.
Yeah, those people that died at 27, like they were
Yeah.
done. They were like ready
Yeah.
to go. Like they've achieved.
They could swim.
Well, not all of them. One of them died drowning, right? I think. I don't know.
Maybe.
So it's just the focus on your kid because you said that you wanted to make sure that you got things
Get
right.
things right. Yeah, get things right just with
Were you an asshole before?
life.
Like,
Yeah, dude.
you
No,
were-
like
you
I
were
was
an asshole?
really a big fucking asshole. Like in high school.
Yeah.
I was such a piece of shit.
You were a bully.
Such a I'm sure I definitely bullied some people for sure because I was like popular. I was like stupid like popular jock. Couldn't handle it. This is how I know I couldn't be a good famous person because I can't handle like popularity well.
What
Like
do you
I
mean
don't
you
know.
couldn't handle it?
It's stupid. It gave into peer pressure. They're like, "Hey, Jake, go do that dumb shit." I was like, "Okay," like you know.
Oh,
so it was like you know, and I hurt people's feelings, and I was rude. I was a dick. So like, yeah, man. I think you know, I've gotten a lot better over it. Like, I used to be terrible drinker, drinking problems. I got a grip on that now. So I'm just like, just trying to get just a grip on life and like just treating people right,
Okay.
doing the right thing. Like you know, don't lie. Just you know, I want to get life right before I die, and I want to make sure my son sees a good example, and hopefully he'll be set.
And now, like, what are you doing to work on that? Like, how are you trying to get life right? You know what I mean? Like, are you doing checklists? Are you doing like, you know how when you go through AA, you have to like steps.
Yeah,
You know, is there steps to getting shit right for you?
yeah. I think for me, like I'm a big like recently I've been like really big into like planning and making goals for myself and just you know I make like like comedy goals, I make professional goals, I make like fitness goals, and like I make like me goals, like to work on me. So like one of my goals like I had this month was just to like just be nicer. Like just being nice can go a long way. Just treating different situations like better. You know, just being a better friend. Like sometimes I forget to check on people because I'll be selfish and I'll shut down because I'm feeling bad.
Yeah.
And then I'll forget to like check on people, be a better friend.
Yeah.
So, you know, I was just trying to be nicer this month and just reach out to people more. It's not going well. But
No,
like,
I
you
mean,
know, I'm just
I'll bring this
Yeah.
up. I mean, I know you did it like on the secretly, and that sounds weird just saying it, but like I was in my feelings this past weekend. You know, I posted something about my mom. Fiesta's coming out. It's been 6 months and stuff.
Yeah, man.
And then so I posted something, and I hate doing that. You know. So I woke up the next morning. I deleted it and shit. I was like, okay, nobody. I mean, even though like 50 people said like they saw it, like people liked it.
Yeah.
I got a few comments. I was like, all right, we're it's all clear. And
Never
stuff.
happened.
Never happened. Never happened. But and you're like, dude, if you need anything, and we don't know each other that well.
No.
But you're like, if you need anything, dude, I saw what you put. I saw what you're going through. If you need anything, just fucking let me know. And I was like, dude, that's fucking amazing, you know? Because like,
Yeah, man. And you know, that's what I wanted to do. And that's what I always walk this line of like, hey, it's none of my business. I don't want them to think I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, just check on someone because they need it, you know? And I'm just like, fuck. So there's so many more situations like that. Especially with other people too. Like I just always want to say something or be there, but I'm just like, I don't want to overstep that personal boundary. I don't want them to think that I'm crossing the line. But
no,
yeah,
I
man,
get that.
I fucking saw you at Rockbox, dude. I was like, fucking, there's Pat. I need to go tell him what I need to tell him. So yeah,
and
man.
I really appreciate it, dude. Like I really like. It meant a lot, you know.
No, yeah, dude.
That is you being like a good person. Is that something you wouldn't have done back in your high school days?
No,
Or back
for
in your
sure.
earlier days?
Yeah, for sure, dude. I wouldn't do that
You'd
at
be like, oh,
all.
I saw what you put, pussy.
Like, I got my own fucking problems, you know? Like, yeah. Like, I got my own fucking problems, man. And yeah, dude. And especially after like joining or being a part now of like, you know, the comedy community, you know, there's always that whole like stereotype of like, you know, comedians are fucked up. We're always sad. We always got something going on. So it's like, yeah, dude. I mean, you can say it's stereotypical, but I mean, I think everyone always fucks up with mental health. Like life is hard. Like, you know,
Yeah, everybody goes through it. Like every single person goes through it. We just talk about it because that's what we figured out, or we think we figured out what helps
yeah.
us,
Or if anything, we can laugh about it.
and we laugh
And
about it.
that always helps too.
And I need you to know, I made a lot of suicide jokes. I'm not suicidal. I'm not. If anything, I'm lazy.
Yeah, so lazy. I'm too much of a fucking coward to kill myself ever. But I feel like it a lot. But no, too lazy. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, man. So that's what I just like. You know, I'm glad that it meant something to you. Like, cause that's always on my mental. That's always on the front of my mind. Is just like that. Just taking action and doing it or not,
yeah.
and not wanting to cross any boundaries. Because like, you know, like losing like, you know, your loved one sucks. And like people post about it on social media too. And I shoot them messages, but I have that same feeling of like, I hope this person doesn't think I'm an asshole. I'm just trying to, you know, I love
for
people
real.
and I care about them. And it's so crazy because you can meet like after joining the comedy community, I've met people that I haven't known very long, but I can tell like how real and genuine they are as compared to people like I've known my whole life, you know? And I'm just like, damn. You know, so there's nothing stopping you just from being a good person if you want to be and just checking on someone. Like, you know, I saw some shit like on the Joe Rogan podcast. I'm just going to regurgitate really quick. It was with Greg Fitzsimmons. He was like in therapy, and something he said stuck with me is like, you have a narrative of your life. It can be false. I mean, it can be positive or negative. You choose it. Like, you know, you got to forgive yourself for the mistakes you made, or if you don't, it can cripple you and you can actually become that person that you hate. Like, you know, like I joke a lot saying like I'm a piece of shit, you know, but I know I'm not a piece of shit. I've just made some mistakes. I made some bad decisions.
We feel that way.
You learn from it.
Yeah.
I feel that way because I feel bad about it. I can be like, ha, fucking cheating on everyone. I don't give a shit, you know, but I'm like, no, dude, like, damn, shouldn't have done that. I feel bad. And it's just, I think along with inner peace, life will always be a grind. Shout out Scott Mescuddy. Cuddy.
So okay, the last one, and they always kind of like intertwine with each other. All these three questions and stuff, but I'll ask it anyway. What's something that you don't like about yourself?
Lazy. Lazy, liar, just too hard on myself sometimes. I see both sides of everything. It can kind of be a gift and a curse sometimes. It's like, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm on the fence. I see both sides of everything. Religion, don't know. I don't fucking know. Like, you know, relationships. Was I right? Was I wrong? Was it justified? Friendships. You know, so I hate that I see both sides of everything. I hate that I'm so lazy.
So the fact that you question everything and the fact that you're lazy, does that cause issues with together? Because you're questioning stuff, but maybe are you too lazy to actually like dig deep into what you really feel about it?
If I care about it enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it can be a terrible concoction. Traumatic.
Yeah.
Mental health breakdown. But yeah, man, like I'm so lazy with fitness goals too. Like just waking up. Like
Dude,
waking up
shut
is so
the fuck
fucking
up
hard.
already, dude. Like
waking up is so
goals,
hard.
You're skinny as
no,
shit.
that doesn't mean it's hard out here for fat, skinny people. Pat, they don't fucking know the struggle.
Shut the fuck up.
I got rolls right now, son. I'm slouched. I'm slouched.
Dude, I am gonna flip this table over. That's one thing I can't stand is when like skinny guys go up there like,
no, I get it. I get it now. Why like skinny girls are like, I'm so fat. I was like so annoyed by it, but my metabolism's going down. I'm like, I get it. I got to work out now to stay fucking
you're
skinny.
27. Of course, it's gonna slow down.
My metabolism is so fast. Like I'll literally finish a meal, wake up and be like, oh, I gotta poop. You know, it's crazy. But now I gotta like do ab workouts. It's fucking stupid. I don't want to do that. I'm lazy.
Nobody wants.
But I want to
do
look good
that.
naked. But I don't want to work hard. You know. It's retarded.
Yeah.
Don't cancel me. Sorry.
That's all of our goals, though, man. Like, just like look good naked without any effort. And in my mind, I'm there, but
But laziness, like
other people might.
laziness, not writing enough. I know I need to write way more.
Yeah.
Um,
Have you ever been like? What's something that has always like motivated you 100% every time? Is there anything like that, or you're just not
to write or
No,
to motivate
like,
me
just
about anything.
about anything?
Yeah, motivation for sure. Like,
Like, what
know,
are you super like motivated about?
I just got to remind myself. Like, I get in slumps. Like, I'll feel bad. I'll cry. What I hate about myself is I'll stay too high or too low. I never stay in the middle.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what I always constantly tell myself.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I need to work on. Like, I can have a great set. Something will make me feel good. My son will do something fucking awesome that just warms my heart. I can be super high, and then the next day I'll just be super low. And I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah.
So I think I need to just work on like staying in the middle, not getting too high, not getting too low. Know that those things are gonna fucking come. You just can't stay there. You can cry, you can feel bad, you can feel how the fuck you want to feel. Just don't stay there. So a lot of things motivate me like that, like being a role model for my son, or literally I will YouTube like motivational shit.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan, David Goggins, like
Yeah.
that shit will put my ass back in gear to go for a fucking run or get my life in order, like my affairs in order. Just be lazy, just not doing shit I should be doing. And sometimes I just need a fucking reminder because I know I need to do these things. I'm just fucking lazy. So the motivation is just literal motivation. I'll YouTube motivation or just think of my son,
Yeah.
think about where I'm at in life, where I want to be at. And it's like, stop being a bitch, Jake. Get your shit together. Fucking do it. It sucks. No one's fucking happy about it. Everyone's fucking doing it though. Something worth happening.
Yeah.
Like something worth having, you got to go fucking do shit about it. Like nothing's gonna.
Nothing
You
just
got to get off your fucking ass. So
What are your thoughts on therapy? You do therapy? Have you thought about therapy?
I don't. I did couples therapy once with this one girl I was dating, and it was my first introduction to therapy.
To somebody you were dating?
Yeah, we were like super in love. We wanted to keep the relationship going, so we seeked out couples therapy. Crazy,
I
right?
always thought couples therapy was a marriage.
I
married
fucking
thing.
know, right? But I was so in love. I was like, all right, let's do it. And that was my first introduction to therapy. And I was like, oh, this is nice. This is like talking about your problems with your friends, but except this person's like smart. And you're like, oh, you
Yeah.
feel this way because of this, that, and the other, because I studied all this shit. And your
Yeah.
friends were like, you should go fuck someone, man. You should get drunk.
Stop
or
being a
something. Yeah, stop being a
bitch.
bitch, bro.
Yeah, big
So,
difference. Big difference.
I am a big fan of therapy. I'm not in therapy, but yeah, I believe everyone should have therapy because, like I said in the beginning, we all fucking feel emotions.
And I don't mean to shit on it, but what made you go as a
Shit on it.
girlfriend situation?
Shit
what
on
made
it.
you go to couples counseling? And I mean, how did that turn out?
Well, wise man once said, stick your dick in a pussy, your brain get a little mushy, That's my grandpa. I'm just kidding. That's a lie. My grandpa didn't tell me that, but I wish he did. An idiot friend told me that, and I'd like to think that my grandpa
That's
told me
something my
that.
grandpa would say.
Yeah, for sure. No, but I was in love. I was like super in love. I thought I was so in love. Like I was actually in a pawn shop looking at rings. And then it was like $100. I'm not in love. I'm not in love.
Whoa.
$100. I'm not in love.
Whoa.
The fact that I was in a pawn shop.
No, wait.
It's like, is this what you're supposed to do?
So much doesn't make sense. You went to the point of going to paying for and attending couples counseling, but you were going to buy a wedding ring at a pawn shop? An engagement ring at a pawn shop?
I didn't know what to do, but I'm cheap and I didn't want to spend money. I was like, oh, people find rings at pawn shops, right? It's for love. It doesn't matter.
I mean, I've only been married once. I no
This is
offense
where-
if anybody got
This is why I'm single.
the wing, the wing.
Shit goes weird.
No offense if you got your ring at a pawn shop.
We know those are the best relationships. Y'all are doing the fantastic right now.
I've never heard of that before.
This is my life.
I mean, they do sell wedding rings and engagement rings, but I never heard about getting an engagement ring at a pawn shop after attending couples counseling.
And it wasn't even the right size. It was just because I liked it. And I didn't even think about sizes. So I bought it,
Yeah.
gave it to her. It's like, it doesn't even fit.
Oh man, that's what she said. It doesn't fit.
No, she didn't say that, but I mean, obviously, it wouldn't fit on your finger.
So wait, did y'all get married?
No.
Oh, did y'all get engaged?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You don't know?
That's how vague it was, dude. I was like, wait, I think we're engaged technically.
Oh man,
Yeah.
You need to be more invested in yourself, dude. If you
Nah.
don't, if you don't know,
This guy's a machine, baby. He just keeps going, you know? I'm here for y'all. I'm here for other people.
I don't know. I was at a pawn shop. Next thing I know, I don't know. You're probably married. You don't even know. Like, you got this estranged wife.
I got like 6 more kids.
Oh,
I got like
man.
6 more kids I don't know about.
You got a lot of stuff to work on, dude.
They can all swim for 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
Actual Olympians right now.
Dude, this is great. How you feeling?
I feel fantastic.
You doing good?
Yes. I loved this. There was so much more we could have talked about, especially with music. I feel like I can talk to you about music for like days.
For sure, man. I'll bring you back
love
on. That's
that.
why I like this stuff, because we could always do like part 2 and
Dude,
revisit
there
it
was
and
so
all
much
this
we
stuff.
didn't talk about. We could talk about. Exactly.
But thanks for doing this, man. Thanks for coming on the pod. Again,
Thank you for having me. I hope it was entertaining. I hope it wasn't boring.
I mean, I had fun. I mean, we'll
I
see
love
what's
this
up.
shit.
We'll see. But replugs, any shout outs, anything you want to do again? This comes out next Monday, so I think that's in time for your show. So plug everything.
Catch me at Ball Hogs Barbecue on July 4th. It's going to be a fantastic show. You can bring your own fireworks. You can bring your own cocaine, strippers, whatever. They don't give a fuck. It's BYOB. It's going to be great. Mia Valdez is going to be on there. Clifton Simmons is going to be hosting. Irma Ruiz is going to be there. I'm going to be there. There's 2 more comics on the bill. I'm so fucking sorry. I forgot.
Rosie Martinez.
Rosie Martinez, yes, and then another man named Byron. I think I'm not familiar with him.
I'm sorry, I don't know the
But
other
yes,
guy,
I'm so
but
sorry.
I did see the flyer.
Yes, so July 4th. That's awesome. You can catch me at Blind Tiger every Friday night, midnight show. Free, pay what you can. And you can, if you like podcasts, if you thought I was funny or entertaining, you can go subscribe to That's Hilarious with Jacob Flores, available on all podcast platforms. That's on hold right now because I'm trying to get visuals. You know, it's just audio right now. So next month I need to fucking buy a GoPro. It's being lazy. So yeah.
Cool, man. Thanks for doing this.
Yeah. Thank you.
Later.
Thank you, man. Cheers. Appreciate it. Cheers.